I find it very convenient and decided to share it with you guys as well. As you can see, I am in my Canada Post app right now. No matter what courier service are you using, you need to keep in mind that there will be three items going inside. Canada shares its immigration information with UK, Australia, and USA as well. Hi everyone, my name is Zunair and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in the last video, I walked you through how to apply for post-graduation work permit. If you are at that stage of your immigration journey, I highly recommend you check out that video. It's full of value and you will find a lot of information in it. This video is about applying TRV. Once your PGWP is approved or any kind of permit, it can be a closed or open work permit as well, or even the extension of your study permit. If your TRV is expired and you need to renew it or apply a new one, then this video is for you. Let's talk about the documents required. In order to apply for TRV, you actually need three different documents. The first one is your passport. You need to scan all the stamped or marked pages in your current as well as the previous or the old passport. The second document is your post-graduation work permit or any work permit on the basis of which you are applying the TRV. And the third is your digital photo. It must be taken within last 6 months. You can use the same picture that you use for your PGWP application, but the main thing is it must be taken within last 6 months. So without further ado, let's move to my laptop screen and start filling out the application. You will need to log in into your GCK account to apply for TRV. At this stage, all of you would have your GCK account, and once you are logging into your GCK account, you will land on this page, and if you can scroll to the bottom, you will find this icon to apply to come to Canada. It will ask for personal reference code. We will ignore it. We don't have any personal reference code. Instead, we will click on visitor visa, study, or work permit. So the first question is, what would you like to do in Canada? We intend to work, so we will select the work option here in the first question. Next question is, how long are you planning to stay in Canada? We are planning to stay more than 6 months. Then we will select the passport issuing country. In my case, it's Pakistan, so I will select Pakistan. What is your current country of residence? So in our case, it would be Canada because we are applying inside Canada. Do you have a family member who is Canadian citizen? In my case, it's no. I will provide the date of birth. I am just selecting a random date here, and then we will click on next. Are you a lawful permanent resident of the United States? We will select no. What is your current immigration status in Canada? So in our case, it would be worker. So while we were applying for post-graduation work permit, we selected study because at that time we were student. And now our post-graduation work permit is approved. So now we are worker. So we will select worker here. Click on next. Find out if you are eligible to apply. Go through the list carefully and select as per your situation. In our case, we will select no in the first question. And for the second question, as we are applying a TRV on the basis of post-graduation work permit, and normally post-graduation work permit are issued for a period of 3 years. That depends on the length of your program as well. If you will note the second condition here, are you a person who holds a temporary resident permit that is valid for 6 months or more? This condition applies to us because we have a PGWP that is valid for 3 years. So we will select yes in this question. Next question is, are you a spouse, common law partner of a foreign government officer or a military personnel? We will select no here. And in the last question, are you a spouse or common law partner of a diplomat, consular officer? We will select no. Click on the next. Are you a spouse or common law partner of a person who holds a study permit? So in our case, it will be no. What is your marital status? You will select as per your situation. I am selecting single here. What is your province or territory of destination? So in my case, I will select Alberta. You can select your current province of residence and click on next. Here we are. So based on the questions that we answered earlier, we are eligible for two types of applications: temporary resident visa or open work permit. We will click on the continue in front of temporary resident visa, and it will ask few more questions. So first question is, which of the following best describes your situation? We will select I have an open work permit. Have you had a medical performed in last 12 months? We will select no. This question is for those who intend to work in public health or who will be teaching or planning to teach kids in primary or secondary schools. Then you will require a medical and you will select yes here, but in most of the cases we will select no. The next question is the repetition of the previous question. Go through the list. If it is applicable for you, select yes, otherwise you will select no. Do you want to submit an application for a family member? We will select no here. Are you giving someone access to your application? In our case, we will select no. In the past 10 years, have you given your fingerprints and biometrics? We will select yes here. There are fees associated. Will you be paying? We will select yes. Are you able to make a digital copy of your documents? We will select yes. Will you be paying your application fee online? We will select yes. At this stage, review your answers, and if you have to modify or change any information, click on the pencil icon and make those changes, and after that scroll to the bottom and click on the continue. Go through the details on this page if you want and click on the continue. So here is our document checklist. So first of all, we have application for visitor visa and the form number is IMM5257. We will be filling this form in a while. Then we need to upload our Canadian work permit or study permit, and we will be uploading our post-graduation work permit here, our passport and digital photo. Then we have the client information section if we need to upload any additional document. Then we have the application fee, that is $100. Let's open the IMM5257 form and start filling it out. In order to open it, we have to click on the link. It will take us to the IRCC website where we can download the latest version of IMM5257 form. This form can only be opened in Adobe Acrobat, and if we will try to open it in a browser, it will give us error. So we will download the form in our drive and we will open it with Adobe Acrobat. Here is the form. So first of all, we need to put the UCI number. You will find your UCI number on the top right corner of your post-graduation work permit. I have one sample in front of me. That's the UCI number, and you will put this number on your form. Then we have I want service in English or French. We will select English here. Visa required. So we will select visitor visa here. The other option available is a transit visa. So we will select visitor visa here. Then we will add our personal details here. Full name, given name as shown on your passport or travel document. Have you ever used any other name in the past? If you have used any other name, you will select yes and provide that name. In my case, I am selecting no here. Then we will select sex, date of birth, place of birth, and the country of birth as well. It's a self-explanatory. Citizenship, I am selecting Pakistan. Current country or territory of residence, as we are applying inside Canada, so we will select Canada here. Our status right now, we are worker because we are granted post-graduation work permit, and then we will select the date of issuance as well as the expiry date of our post-graduation work permit here. The next question is, in the past 5 years, have you stayed in a country other than your country of residence, which is Canada, or your country of citizenship for a period of 6 months or more? We will select no here, but if you have stayed in any country more than 6 months, then you will select yes here. Country or territory from where you are applying is same, we will select yes here. Your current marital status, I am selecting single here, but if you are married, then you need to provide the date of your marriage as well as the first and last name of your spouse. Next question is, have you previously been married or in a common law relationship? Select as per your circumstances. I am selecting no here. Then we will select our native language here. Are you able to communicate in English or French? We will select the option of English here. Have you given a test for English proficiency? We will select yes here. Then we need to provide the details of our passport, passport number, country or territory of issue, and issue date mentioned on your passport and the expiry date as mentioned on your passport. Then we have a national identity document. Do you have a national identity document? We will select yes. And the candidates from India, they will provide the details of their Aadhaar card. And applicants from Pakistan, they will provide the details of their CNIC or national identity card. And country or territory of issue, Pakistan, issue and expiry date as mentioned on your identity document. Are you a lawful permanent resident of United States? No, I don't have US residency. Contact information. So first we will provide our current mailing address. So this is the address where we want to receive documents from IRCC. Residential address same as mailing address. We will select yes here. Then we will provide our Canadian contact number and the email ID on which we want to receive communication from IRCC. Details of visit to Canada. We will select returning worker here as no other option is suitable in our condition. How long you plan to stay. So here we will select the today's date and the expiry date of our post-graduation work permit. Funds available for my stay. So I usually select 15,000. It's not that much important here because we are already in Canada. Name and address of a person or institution you are planning to visit. So in this section, if you are working right now, you can provide the name and address of your employer. And if in case you are not working, you can mention the details of your institution or university from which you have graduated. In the education section, have you had any post-secondary education? We will select yes here, and then we will provide the details of our highest level of post-secondary education. So if you have done masters, you will provide the details of your master, or if you have done bachelor's, you will provide the details accordingly. In the employment section, you need to provide the details of your employment in last 10 years. But on this form, you can only provide the details of three different employers in last 10 years. But if you have more employers to declare, then you can create an addendum to this form. It's just a simple Word file and provide details on that form, and then can attach that form in the client information section while submitting the application. You need to provide the detail of your recent employer or the current employer first. And if you don't have any employer to declare here, then you can just mention student and provide the details of your institution or university here. Next section is background information. Within past 2 years, have you or family member have TB? We will select no. Do you have any physical mental disorder? We will select no here. Have you ever remained beyond the validity of your status? We will select no here. Have you ever been refused a visa or permit of Canada or any other country? You will select as per your circumstances. Canada shares its immigration information with UK, Australia, and USA as well. So if you have any refusal from especially these country or any other country, you need to declare it here. Have you previously applied to enter or remain in Canada? We have applied for study permit and we are granted post-graduation work permit as well. So we will select yes here in this question. If you select yes for any of the question, then you need to provide the details in the bottom field. So if you have any refusal, you need to declare it here. For the question C, we can write as Canadian study permit granted and post-graduation work permit issued. You can also mention UCI number or the application number here as well. Next we have you ever committed, been arrested for or charged with any criminal offense in any country? We will select no. Have you served in military? We will select no. Have you been a member of a political party? We will select no. Have you ever witnessed or participated in ill treatment of prisoners? We will select no. The last section. Do you consent to be contacted by IRCC? We will select yes. We will provide our full name and today's date here, and then we will scroll to the bottom of the form and click on the validate. If we have any error, it will show us. So we are missing the telephone type. So we will rectify that and select the cellular here, and we'll try to validate it again. This time it has been validated successfully. You don't need to provide your signature on this form. We will be providing our e-signatures when we will submit the application on IRCC portal. We will click on OK, and you will notice at the bottom of the form there are few barcodes, and if you will scroll up, the validated status has been changed to yes. And then we will save this form on our drive, and from there we will upload this on the IRCC portal. We are back on IRCC portal. Here you will upload the filled barcode generated IMM5257 form, and you will also be uploading your post graduation work permit here. And if you need any kind of information or help with these documents, you can click on the help icon and read the relevant details about that document. In the client information section, if you have any additional document to share, or if you have created the addendum to declare your previous employment record, then you need to upload that file here. And then you will pay the $100 fee and provide your signature and submit your TRV application. Okay, now let's discuss how you will send your passport to IRCC once you receive your passport submission request. And before that, let me show you what kind of communication or emails you will receive once you submit your TRV application. Here is the timeline of my TRV application. As you can see, I submitted my application on December 19, 2024 and received the submission confirmation email. And after that, on this 30th of December 2024, I received a correspondence letter that confirms that your biometrics are updated. And on 7th of January 2025, I received my passport submission request. And this is how this letter looks like. So, passport requirements. So, please provide your passport or travel document with a copy of this letter. So, we need to take a printout of this letter. There must be at least one blank page in your passport. Your passport must be valid for the duration of the expected length of stay in Canada. And please note that we cannot issue a visa beyond the expiry date on the passport. So these are the requirements related to the passports. If we click on this link, it will take us to IRCC website that contains instruction regarding submission of your passport. You can go through this page, but I will explain everything in detail. As we are applying TRV inside Canada, so we don't need to appear in person to submit our passport. We can actually use the courier services inside Canada to send our passport to the IRCC office. Once you receive your passport submission request, take a print out of that letter. It will contain your UCI number at the top. Go to any nearby Canada Post office and ask the representative that you need to submit your passport to IRCC. Normally they know the process and they will guide you. But in case if they don't know, ask them that you need two prepaid express post envelopes. One of them should be letter size, the other one should be standard size envelope. The standard size is the smaller one and the letter size is the larger one. It will cost you around $75 to $80. First of all, what you need to do is take the picture of tracking ID at the back side of the envelope. You will be using these IDs to track your passport. Then you will write your address on these envelopes. On the smaller envelope, which is the standard size, you will write your address in the two section because visa officer will be using this envelope to send your passport back to you. And for the larger one, which is letter size, you need to write your home address in the from field of envelope. In the to field, you will write the IRCC office address that is right now being shown on the screen. You can take screenshot of it, or you can always check the updated address by clicking on the link that was there in the passport submission request letter. I strongly suggest you to use Canada Post to send your passport to IRCC office, but in case if Canada Post is on strike, you can use other courier services as well like FedEx. The whole process is same. You will be buying the same two envelopes, but you will be sending these to a different address that you can find right now on the screen. It will take couple of days for your envelope to reach the visa office. Once they have processed your request and stamped the TRV on your passport, you will get an update in your IRCC portal. Actually, the document section would be updated with the new expiry date and the new document number. No matter what courier service are you using, you need to keep in mind that there will be three items going inside the larger envelope. The first one is your passport, and the second one is the printout of the letter that you receive from IRCC, and the third one is the smaller envelope in which the IRCC office will be sending back your passport to you. So these three items will go inside the larger envelope. Now let's talk about how to track your envelopes. What I found the most convenient way is to download Canada Post application on your mobile. It's a free app and you just need to enter the tracking IDs of both envelopes in the app only one time. App will notify you when the envelopes are received by visa office and when the envelope containing your passport is on its way and when you will be receiving it. The Canada Post app is very handy as it shows all of your mails that you will be receiving on a specific day or in a week. And also you need to enter the tracking ID only once and it will save it for you to use in future. It's optional, but I find it very convenient and decided to share it with you guys as well. As you can see, I am in my Canada Post app right now. These are the mails that I already have received, and these are the mails that I will either be receiving today or in next few days. So that was it. I hope you found this video helpful. Subscribe to my channel, give it a like, and I will see you in the next video.